Welcome everybody to the stream. I'm kind of excited tonight. We're gonna have super fun. We're gonna talk a lot about music. We're gonna talk a lot about band life. We're gonna talk about some video games. What else are we gonna talk about? We're gonna do some music reviews.
Yeah.
But you guys, welcome to the stream. This is my friend EJ from Galaxy JAMS. EJ, welcome to the stream, man. Actually, me and you, honestly, I gotta be honest. Me and EJ have actually never, I don't know if we've ever actually met.
I'm not sure.
I don't think we've ever met. Now, I am familiar with your band, Galaxy Dynamite. So, Galaxy
Right.
Dynamite has kind of evolved into Galaxy JAMS. Am I right?
Yeah, it's the same as it's some of the same people. Well, Mike is always he's a drummer. He is Galaxy Dynamite. He's came up with that. He's been there the whole entire time. I think over 10 years at least.
It's old.
And, yeah, and but he's had a lot of members, and I've been part of it since 2017, 2016, 2017. And then we have Nate, who's in Galaxy JAMS as well, has been part of it since 2018. Like about 2018, I think. We just keep going, and COVID, kind of put us in a whole rut for a while, and that's how we kind of came up with this,
So yeah, during COVID, basically, because if you guys don't know, I worked a little bit in the music industry too before COVID. I worked at a restaurant/music venue. I would book lots of bands like Galaxy Dynamite. Ours was a little bit more of a restaurant, so we didn't quite rock out enough that I skipped out on a lot of fun bands that I wish I would have been able to book. But anyway, and then I did. I learned how to run the soundboard and did the lights for the restaurant shows. And I got to go around to lots and lots of music festivals, and that's where I met Mike and Galaxy Dynamite and lots of really, really cool bands. But yeah, COVID really fucked things up, dude.
Oh yeah, totally did. And it got us to I think our last time that we actually played out as a band was in December of 2019.
You remember it shut down in March because it was like my birthday, March 15th, and then literally the next week we were like not doing shows.
Yeah, we had kind of had that as our last show because we were getting ready to go back into the studio to record in April, and we were just kind of working on our songs and kind of fine tuning them and everything, and taking a little bit of a break too, and then getting ready to go back to the studio. Had it all planned out, dates and everything, and that was going to be like I think April 4th we were going to go in or something like that in 2019, and of course that's when it all kind of hit and everything shut down.
So you guys mostly toured the Mid-Atlantic region, correct? Like
pretty much so. Yeah,
Maryland, Virginia, DC.
Yeah, North Carolina, places like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kind of the Mid-Atlantic area.
I live in Maryland. I mean,
we played in Baltimore. That's where you're from, right?
You want to know where I feel like I might have? You guys ever play out at Tripp's Farm in Sunshine Daydream? Do you know? Have you ever heard of that place?
Mike has. I have
Mike
heard
probably
of it.
has.
I'm pretty sure Mike probably has. He's played so many places over the years, and definitely festivals. And I've been part of like Pink Moon and.
I know Seth and those guys. Yeah, that's a really cool place out there. Yo, what up, Zakari? Welcome to the stream, dude.
And then also, what was that? It was like had like 10 of them, and it went really long time. I can't
Camp Barefoot.
Right, Camp Barefoot.
Yeah, baby, Camp Barefoot, dude.
Yeah, that's when I joined. I played the last one of those.
I loved Camp Barefoot. I went to maybe 4 of them or something like that.
Right.
Galaxy JAMS in the chat saying that he played. I think that's Mike, Galaxy JAMS.
That's him. That's probably him.
So you said he played 3 times at Tripp's Farm, dude. Tripp's Farm is like that's where I cut my teeth on going to music festivals because it's just right down the road for me.
Very cool.
That was fun. This is fun times, dude. Yeah, but yeah, that whole music festival life, especially in the jam band world, is so much fun, dude.
It's a ton of fun. And the best thing was hanging out with a lot of the bands and everything. Because that one, the last time we played Camp Barefoot, I mean, just in a matter of 2 hours or so, there's Jamie from the New Deal, and there's Pigeons playing ping pong, and there's And
I actually met Kyle Hollingsworth there, and it just so happens from String Cheese Incident. He's the keyboard player from String Cheese, for those that don't know. And if you're in the jam band world, like these are like heroes for lots of people, you know. What I mean? So like this is like my flexes. I got to meet Kyle Hollingsworth there, and I told him some story about his brother lives in my hometown. And he was like, I was like, yeah, your brother lives in my hometown. And we instantly like made homies like this. And like, I don't know, it was so cool for him to like, I don't know. It was just weird. He invited us to more shows and the whole thing. It was really cool.
I mean, that whole scene, everybody's really good people, and they just like hanging out, and it's just a lot of fun, you know? That's why I love being in that scene, too. I've been in other scenes, and I've been in that scene, so it's pretty cool.
What other, did you do metal scene?
No, I wouldn't say metal. I would say kind of
I have buddies that did the metal scene.
like hard rock, post-hardcore kind of stuff, I guess you could say. Did that really, really fun band I was in for right before I joined Galaxy Dynamite, actually, called the Kill Circuit. And I did that. I played bass and sang in that. And it was definitely like, I don't know if you've ever heard bands like Shiner or
I don't think
kind
so.
of post-rock kind of stuff. It's very Queens of the Stone Age.
Okay, I love it. I love the sounds of that, like the
kind of
Raycon Tours or the Jack White kind of sound. It's Queens of the
but
Stone
like
Age.
heavier. Yeah,
Is that how
like
you say
heavier.
that band name? I always fuck it up, I guess. I don't know. But
Which one? The Raconteur?
Raconteur, yeah.
Something like that? Yeah,
Dude, that album,
like-
that first album that they did, I loved that shit, man.
Yeah.
I just love that era of like, what did you call it? What kind of music?
Me?
Yeah, I don't know. I think you just gave it a genre.
It kind of that is like post-rock, post-hardcore, or stoner rock, I guess.
Stoner rock, dude. Yeah,
It's kind of like up in that area.
I have some buddies that were in a band called, well, it doesn't matter the name of their band, but they did the metal circuit. They did the metal tour, they would, I don't know, name a metal band because I'm not in there, but it would be like a big metal band, and then they'd have Mastodon, and then they would have 5 opening bands, right?
Right.
And they were one of those opening bands, but evidently in that world, there's pay to play. Have you heard of this?
Oh yeah. Definitely.
So where they would have to pay like $500 to be the opening band.
Yeah, in a big venue,
they were in front of like 3,000, 5,000 people every time, right?
Totally worth it.
You think so? It was from the hippie world, the jam band world
aspect of it, but to play in front of that many people, it's a good exposure. I mean, if you think about how much you just drop in Facebook ads or something.
Yeah, that's true.
You can get in front of all those people and boom, and if you could win them over, then you got.
They did too, dude. They did. It felt like I was so torn on it. I was like, man, it seems like you guys are getting fucking ripped off because I'm so used to like the hippie world of like, you know what I mean? And you just make homies and you get to open up for the band or something. But anyway, it was like they would pay $500. They would play their same show to a click every night, same fucking routine show, and it was like 40 minutes long. Maybe is all the time they got. Mm-hmm. And then they would have to run to their merch stand and sell $500 worth of t-shirts.
Right, trying to make it up.
Trying to make their money back. And then the venue would feed them pizza.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how it is sometimes. It's kind of the rough part of it,
So,
we didn't do a lot of pay for play just for the fact that we were kind of all, in a way, kind of against it and everything unless it was a huge show. I mean, I'd, open up for this band or that band and be like, oh well, yeah, sure, I'll pay.
See, but I just couldn't imagine big bands like Dope Pop, like in the jam band world, like Lotus, doing like pay to play. This seems weird, right?
Yeah, I don't think they would do it. It's just kind of not in that culture. I think it mostly exists in different other forms of music.
I feel like the dirtiest was with the festivals. The festivals would get the headliners. They'd get somebody like Carl Denson. Barefoot was guilty of this. They get somebody like Carl Denson and pay him $80,000, and then they would get Galaxy Dynamite and pay him nothing. And then they would get like 30 Galaxy Dynamites. You know what I mean? And pay him nothing. And it was like, it's cringy for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, look at who's the draw. So it's like people are going to pay to go to the festival because Carl Denson's there, or Talk, or somebody.
Says it's all pay to play, no matter what. Even the opening bands as homies.
It wasn't total pay to play. I mean, you still got kind of hooked up with stuff, and it was still fun to do.
I think I see what Mike's saying though. It's like no matter what, there's some sort of like. Scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, but make sure you fucking scratch my back, bitch. Kind of like attitude, right?
And then if you just do the right thing and get lucky and become that band, then you get to say what you want.
You call the shots now. Yeah.
I mean, some of the riders and stuff from that bands have is insane. Need like 10 bags of Coke or something. Yeah, on their riders like written into it is like bizarre.
A lot of the time, it's the booking agents scratching each other's backs, and the bands have nothing to do with it. That was also true. That was one of the things with me with booking at the restaurant that I worked at. We had maybe a 200-person occupancy, so it wasn't like normally like 100, 120 people would show up. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it was like when I was booking a bands and they wanted me to talk to their booking agent, I was kind of turned off because like. I was like, man, this is just a small freaking show. Like, me and Mike are homies. Let's just like sort this out. Like, just being homies. Like, that whole like next tier up is kind of like, it's probably pretty cutthroat and pretty gross, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it all depends on the band and it all depends on what they are used to having and what they want to get. And, it's just the mindset of the band. And also then you get into the higher and higher things and you get other people involved in it. And there's so many people they got to pay. And
But, okay.
So you get cutthroat. I can see that.
Yeah, we made a lot of money playing music and scratching backs. Hey, book my band on this tour for a week, and then 5 months from now, I'll do the same for you. Yeah, and hey, even festivals, too. It's like, hey, book me on this festival. I got to hook up on these other 2 festivals. And it's like...
Right.
And then, but as a fan, I love that shit, especially when, like, I'm like, yo, Galaxy Dynamite and these 3 bands are all usually running together. And that was the thing with Barefoot back in those days. This is like 2013 to 15 or something, a long time ago. But it seemed like you would get the same cluster of bands at the festivals. And it was like they were kind of just, I don't know, just like on the same email list or some shit. I don't know. It's like...
Well, it's sometimes it's really great though when you play with the same bands because then you get to know them pretty well.
Dude, sit-ins.
Sit-ins, and this
just
person's gonna
vibing,
come and do this, and just being able to share gigs.
Just
too.
being
like,
on the road too.
Town.
Being on the road too, shit happens with cars and stuff, and just knowing like other people at the venue helps.
Yeah, definitely. Place to stay,
So
it helps.
So tour life is fun as fuck, right? But you guys have kind of switched over to doing everything online now for the most part. Like, well,
yeah, I mean, when Mike first thought of doing this, he was mainly wanted to set up this room that we're in with this thing that we use to practice with Galaxy Dynamite. Because this Jam Hub thing, I had bought one of these. It's
what is it? Because I've heard this name before. What is it?
It's kind of like there's a Roland version of it out now because Jam Hub isn't made anymore.
Okay.
But we love Jam Hub. So basically, it's kind of a little unit that you can plug 6 1/4-inch plugins into it, and also 6 XLRs.
Okay.
And you can control the volumes of all of them. And then everybody has their own individual mix when they're listening to it. So you can be like, I need a little more drummer. It's only turning up in my headphones, And so
you just kind of sounded like you just described to me a mixer, but there's like...
It is kind of a mixer, but also...
so that's like what I got here, like 6 1/4-inch, 6 XLRs.
Right.
So, but like, what are you doing? To like...
But then it also goes this thing called a tracker, which splits it all into individual tracks. So when you can record yourself with it and then have individual tracks of recording. So like everything we do at Galaxy Jams, we're recording the entire thing, and that's why we're putting out so much music.
So you're just like a digital mixer to where you have a software on it.
Yeah, it's kind of like a digital mixer.
And so during your streams and your jams, somebody's like running Soundman?
No, it does it by itself.
What?
So, well, I hook it up with the same levels that are in my headphone mix. So I just like, okay, everybody sounds good in my headphone mix, and I just, go and do all these on the recording.
For the most part, it's set it and forget it. You guys are already kind of dialed in.
Right, but then the tracker, what's great about that is it splits it into individual things, so we can take that into a DAW and then remix it. So we can go in and mix the
post-production
gets off.
Afterwards.
Post-production, right. Mm-hmm. And
so you can be like, oh shit, the bass was too fucking low. You can kind of boost it a little bit.
Right.
Or you can put an effect on it.
Mm-hmm. You can do everything, just like having a signal recording into, when you're recording and stuff. So it just doesn't do like MIDI or anything like that. It's just more sound. It's waves, basically.
So there's 4 people in your band, and you guys have figured out how to, in one room, have everybody a comfortable little corner. With their
kind of comfortable.
With their SM7Bs sounding all crispy, everybody's instruments are all like nice, and you got
no amps,
no amps. So like there's no noise in the room other than you guys just like thuds. Oh, is Mike's drums?
Yeah,
thuds.
well, he has electronic drums, so
So
it's
thuds
just
and
his sticks hitting.
thwacks.
Yeah, when you hear it without, we should actually post a video of that. I think
You
we
should.
should
That would be a good
record
meme.
some. It is hilarious because we're just jamming out like yeah, and then all you'd hear is just like
Yeah.
thud thud, smack smack thud.
And this
It'd be like the most
electric guitar
crazy
that's
thing.
not plugged in sound. You know how it
Yeah.
sounds. Like,
Yeah, yeah, and like a crappy bass sound. It'd be funny.
you guys are like,
But yeah,
this
so
is
we
sick,
use,
and it's just thuds and thwacks. I love it, dude.
Yeah, we use like emulators, I guess you could say. I have a small practice amp. It's a Positive Grid Smart Amp that I use, which is controlled through either my phone or like my iPad here. So you can see that's
Okay.
like one of my bass. That's one of my bass amps in it. What's cool about it is
Wait,
it
what's the
has, like, a
software
bunch-
called?
It's called it's a Positive Grid Smart Amp,
Okay.
and it looks
So it's basically like, what guitar are you playing? It's got
Yeah.
some shit for you.
right. You can use bass or guitar. Let me see if I can get it good. I can barely see my little screen here. There we go. It's sitting right here. It's
Oh, okay. So it is an
like a little
amp,
unit.
but it's like
It
a
is an
smart amp.
Right, and
Holy
I play
fuck.
through. Yeah, it's got the controls on top. You can see all the knobs and stuff, just like a regular
Dude,
amp.
that is so nice. It's so micro
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah, it's really tiny and light, and then you have all the different kinds of amps. So there's bass amps, guitar amps, and the thing that's really cool with it is that you can.
So many filters and effects and shit.
Yeah, there's not. That's the effects part of it.
tones.
You're kind of limited to, but you can use your effects pedals to go into it too.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but the thing that's cool about it is that it's kind of got a community behind it in a way, and people save their amp settings
Presets.
and you can download them. It's
Oh,
kinda
that's
like on the
fire. You
cloud,
guys should do that.
so
You should start uploading your own
Yeah.
Galaxy Jams presets and shit, dude.
I'd have to go through and do that.
Yeah, it's work.
But it's cool because people set it up like the Pink Floyd Money bass, and so
And
when you,
there it is, the
when you hit it,
sound.
it sounds just like the bass.
Oh,
on
that's
Pink Floyd
that's fire.
Money.
Yeah,
so
I
it's
kind of
pretty
wanted
cool.
to give you guys props about that because I had always said this to bands that come in, and I got respect for you guys for taking the step to kind of start to do everything kind of online. And not everything online, but just having enough guts to like make your stream room and like your studio room, because I feel like a lot of bands, like if I was a band dude or if I was a bass player or a guitar or drummer, I'd be making like sample packs all the time. Like I'd be in each of like Ableton packs and uploading them up to my, like you guys are like on that route to be able to start having like, and the name is fucking perfect. Like it's good, dude. Like it's a good.
Thanks. Yeah, we're really glad to be doing it. We figured since it was, how the scene, even still now, it's like people aren't going out to see shows a lot still. There's definitely shows going on, but it's like the attendance is kind of soft. It's getting better, definitely, but during the time we've been working on this, there was just like no shows to play anyway, so we were just going to do our own show. And then we started thinking about like, man, if we do this and keep up with it and do a really good job,
right,
and keep consistent,
it's
with
a
it,
grind, and a lot of bands aren't down for it.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is it's less of a grind than going out and playing a lot of these places where you're driving hours and hours, and you're hauling all your, you have to pack up all your equipment, you got to put it all in here, and then you get to the place and you break down, you take it all out, and you go up the stairs with your amps and everything,
Fuck
and then you
that.
get it up on the stage, and then you get a sound check, and then you play the show.
Once a month
for,
would be
an
fine,
hour and a
right?
half.
Once a month, do
right,
that.
but you start doing that, and then you break it down. Then you have to drive back. You get home at 3:00 in the morning, and then you have to load it all back in your practice space. And so we don't have to do that. We just leave it set up and come on here, and we just hopefully will get enough people watching us. In what 2-3 years, it'd be great to have like 1,000 people watching us every time we go on. Who knows?
Who knows? I mean, it's the possibilities endless for any content creators, and that's the beauty of it. And if you're not taking the time to do the work and to do it, then you're never gonna happen. I accidentally said something. I was really high the other night and said, if you don't risky for the bisky, you'll never get a bisky. You know what I mean? It's fucking true, right?
That's true. That's absolutely true. And it is a lot of work. I mean, we're all for working on a lot of different things. Like we have, everybody's doing their own little thing. We got somebody working on the videos, and Mike's doing the videos, and Kai's doing the videos.
You got a team,
Nate's
dude.
Doing Nate's doing the sound with the recordings, and I'm doing the art. And I'm doing, some other stuff too, like the intros and video intros and stuff like that. And we all are doing our part and trying to knock it out, and we're all working too. So
I think it's dope because I like the idea of like you have like a stream that's like you're improv jamming, so you're just jamming the fuck out.
Right.
And then you have like your YouTube like video reacts streams.
Right.
What else have I seen you guys do? I've seen some
We do
like snack
reviews.
reviews.
Yeah.
I saw some like trippy visualizers one time.
You know, we messed around. We have a really cool visualizer thing that we want to get working. We had a little bit of problems with it because it wasn't playing at the right quality. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. We might bring it back into the actual stream when we're
fun.
playing, but which could be cool. Kind of have it fade in and out with the cameras.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the biggest learning curve, you know, a lot of it was just learning OBS and learning everything about Twitch and like connecting with people.
Yeah, how do you like that? Well, that was like that's on the line of things to talk about. So when I first started Twitch is fucking weird, dude. It's fucking weird. Okay, the whole like, it's a mental fucking game too. Like, you start to second guess yourself, and you're wondering if like. I forget what it's called. Imposter syndrome is what I think it's called, where you just are always like, am I good enough? You know what I mean? Is my content good enough? Maybe as musicians, you guys have already been through that because you guys have enough balls to get on stage. Anybody who plays music on stage has big guts. You know what I mean? So like, you might already be kind of, but like, I feel like with a lot of streamers, it's a mental game. And also, it's a little bit of a learning curve / I don't want to say acceptance, but like you have to make your Twitch friends to kind of making it work a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I mean, totally. You have to do that, and that's kind of the, you know, like I said, we're used to going on stage, so like doing it. I mean, you know, it's still different being in front of the camera and stuff, and we're being recorded.
Yeah,
you know, we're being recorded, and that adds pressure to it.
I hate being on camera so much, dude. That's
you know.
one of my things, one of my mentals. It is.
Yeah,
dude.
well,
I'm just honest about it.
But that took some getting used to. You know, everybody was kind of at first getting used to. I think we're all used to it now.
Getting cozy now.
Yeah, getting kind of cozy now, not caring as much, and like, you know, we're just like we're doing all these shows, we're consistently doing it, and it's, you know, 3 hours usually, around 3 hours that we do it.
Yeah, that's what Sola said. It's mentally taxing being on 3+ hours at a time. Like, it is.
Well, and then making up music on the fly.
And then you turn it off, and then you edit for another 5 hours.
Yeah. Well, we decided, well, we're going to share that, so we're going to be doing an after party starting the 10th of May is when we're going to come back with our season. Because we took a little break to kind of do some different things. Like I made some more different scenes and
nice, yeah. Just always be updating shit, dude. Always keep your shit dynamic, dude. You know this. Yo, what up, Shiny? What's up, buddy?
Yeah. We're gonna have an after party, and we're gonna have it for subscribers. So that's something that we can give subscribers is come hang out with us. They can help us name songs.
Oh, that's a dope idea.
Our songs and stuff like this, and we're gonna be going through and listening to it and replaying the jam sections, and kind of they can hear us talking about it and laughing because a lot of times we're making up like lyrics to it and singing and stuff like that. So
you guys fuck with the channel points? That would be a good channel point redemption.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
People watch your stream enough that you earn the channel points, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And then it would be a name a song. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's a dope idea. That'll be fun.
So, and that's the other thing too is coming up with all those ideas for what can we give subscribers that they're really.
It's hard work.
Stickers, posters, you know that. I mean, is that what they want, or did they want to be part of the show, or like, you know?
I think
we're trying to figure that part out.
People do love to be a part of it.
Right,
and I mean, especially if you really are digging the band, you know what I mean? And I don't know, it's just people like to just see their name come up on the screen. People just like me to say that, hey, Shiny, hey, Solus, you know what I mean? Like that's that. And then if you go like naming your songs after a community or like the whole like EP after like Twitch friends, dude. Oh man, that's epic shit.
Or we just get them to name it. It'd be like, what does this song make you feel like? You know, I feel like I'm drifting in a field and reaching for the stars. All right, well, how about we call it "Reaching for the Stars" and one of the songs is drifting through a field or something like that. Because we're gonna be producing so many albums and we got stuff already ready to go. We're gonna be releasing a new one called Biomes on May 10th as well. That we have, but we have a whole bunch in the background. They already have art and everything. They're just waiting to go.
So basically, is what is like Tuesdays you do your improv jam streams, right?
At 8 p.m. Eastern time.
And then after you jam for 3 hours, and then you turn it into and then you put it all on Spotify, basically edit it up.
Right, we put it on Bandcamp and Spotify.
Yeah.
And we edit it and put it together. So what we do for our after party is just go through it and take the jams and make them into these EPs or albums, right?
Yeah, like here's Kinko Saves the Day, right?
Yeah, Kiko Saves the Day.
It's got 4 tracks on it.
Yeah, 4
this is
tracks.
smart, bro. This is what I'm talking. This is that like residual income kind of shit, man, where you just are just chopping it up, put it on, and somebody might buy it for $7, and at least you're doing the work and putting it up there to where half the bands you guys tour with on your guys' circuit in the Mid-Atlantic region are not doing this shit, and definitely aren't putting out as much content as you guys are by being on stream. That's fucking smart, dude.
Yeah, that's one thing. When Mike was kind of conceptualizing the beginnings of all of this, he was like, it's all about producing content. It's all about having as
100%.
much content up, as much as we can get up, and we're throwing it out there. There's a lot of stuff, like that Kiko Saves the Day was kind of funny because we were just talking during what's now gonna be
who's
after
Kiko?
Party. He's that little boy. Go ahead and click on it and then click on it again. You'll see it big.
So you do this? Do you do this
Kiko,
art?
Yeah, I made that.
So you guys, EJ also is not an awesome bass player, but he's a graphic artist as well.
Yeah,
what do you do? Like, what is your job? What do you do? If you want to tell us,
I'm a creative director of a marketing agency in Norfolk, Virginia.
Yeah. So I remember a few years back, Mike was putting together the
Starfire Festival.
That's what it was called. But what was it? It was basically like a Comic-Con.
It was a Comic-Con
with music,
video game music festival. Yes. Yeah, he and I worked on that together.
That's fucking awesome. And I just remember, back in those days because it was like I really like flyer art and festival posters and that kind of shit. And then like Galaxy Dynamite shit started taking off when you started making the art. And I was like, holy fuck, this art is fire, dude. And I like your graphic art, man.
Oh, thanks.
I think you do a good job. I like the Galaxy Dynamite branding and everything, dude.
Thanks. Yeah, that was a little story of a boy making friends with a robot. It was part robot and human. His name is Clankatron, and he gets in a battle with Bellatron during the whole jam, and Clankatron wins because the boy tries to remind him he's part human, and that's what's going to let him win the battle, right? And so that's what he says. He goes, "That's Japanese for human." So that's a little,
that's dope,
weird
dude.
Things that go on in our brains, I'm
trying to find it on Spotify right now so I can play it. Is it on here?
Oh yeah, it's on there.
Let me try to find it. Let's see. Yeah, man. So like merging graphic design into music is like it's a cool thing that you're able to do that, right?
Yeah, I love it.
It's like a win-win.
It's so much fun to do, and it's always something I've always liked to do with all the bands I've ever been in. And throughout the years, just your skills get better.
Yeah, you just get better and better.
Right.
Yeah, and dude, I don't know, man. That's fucking cool.
Yeah. So we enjoy doing it and love putting this stuff out. And I mean, literally, we're getting about 4 albums of music a show. So that's how much we're going to be putting out this year. We're like, what's it gonna be like in December?
Looks like we just got a bunch of fucking biddies given to the channel by Galaxy JAMS. My alerts did not go off.
Oh,
dude, thank you so much. Yo, so yeah, Solus is big time into art too. Solus also does a lot of like video editing. He was on the podcast last week, and he's a super homie of the stream. So yeah, Solus, you definitely got to check these guys out and check out EJ's shit, man. I feel like you would really like his art and his music and stuff.
Yeah, thanks.
So EJ, are you a gamer, dude? Do you play video games?
I'm a slight gamer. I wouldn't say I'm. I've played video games forever. I played tons of different video games, but I kind of always latch onto a game and play it for a very long time.
Dude, I respect that. I am the opposite. Yeah. I literally play a game for a week, and then my ADHD makes me put on a fucking new shiny game, and then I play it for a week, and then I spend a bunch of money on cosmetics, and then I go to another game the next week and never fucking touch it again, dude. I don't know. I'm so bad about that. So
I think I played Skyrim for like 6 years straight. When it first came out, I was just like, And then
you learn every little thing about it.
Oh yeah. I'm a huge into going, what's in this corner, what's in this box.
Bro, I respect that, man. People who have their mains and can stay to them, like I want a main game. Solus has one. He plays Escape from Tarkov nonstop. It's his only shit.
I've tried that. I've tried playing with actually Kai, who's in the band. He got me into that for a little while, and I played it with him.
Fun.
we played it so seldom I couldn't get.
Me and
get
you
in
will be
the flow of,
noobing
like,
around, but
knowing the
Solus is that dude who like will carry us through the whole fucking map and like take care of
I would
it.
love to do it.
Come here, little
That's
buddy.
the thing. You,
Like,
you have to have that. You have to have it.
Yeah,
Because
Sherpa.
I have no idea. Like, sometimes you get in there, you got 10 minutes until like, oh crap, I don't know where this is.
Solus says it's not his main
Trying to
game;
figure
it's
it
his
all out.
addiction.
It's a fun game though.
Dude, you will never escape from Tarkov, Solus, ever. So you were talking about a game that you like to play called Hell Let Loose, which I had never heard of
yeah.
before. So I want to watch the trailer on it. You down?
It's a pretty crazy game. It's like a military sim from World War II, and I just like it because unlike Call of Duty, you get shot, you're down. You know what I mean? It's not like you get body armor.
So you're over. It's like
yeah, you're over, and then you got to spawn again and stuff like that. But it's a slower game. It's a very teamwork game. I'm really into it. I'm in a gaming league for it called Seventh Cav, and it's a lot of fun.
I'm gonna watch it. Let's watch the trailer. Yo, what up, Ken? Ken's addicted to Overwatch.
I like that too.
There's a lot of people who love Overwatch. I think Mike's in Overwatch, right?
Yeah, he and I were into it big time for a long time.
It's a very cinematic trailer.
It is.
So it's like bunkers. You got a hunker. Everybody pushes forward. Is it like what? Like capture objectives or like?
Capture objectives, yep.
And they'll be like everybody go to A, and you got to hold down A.
Yeah, you're holding down A while you're half your team's flanking around trying to get D. Like
This game's dope, dude. I played a knockoff version of a game like this on PC. I forget what was it called, Solus. I forget what it was. We played it for literally like 4 days. It was over.
Yeah. No, it's a crazy game. This is very cinematic. It looks this good when you're playing it.
Really? Nice.
Oh, it looks really nice.
Yeah, this
There's
is
some
really
that's
nice looking.
gameplay.
Enlisted, that's what it was called. You're right.
Yeah, Enlisted is like, definitely a downplayed version.
Yeah, it's the knockoff version. It's the PUBG style.
From the game. Yeah.
So this is the AAA. Is this on console?
Gameplay. It's on console. Yeah, it's on
PC?
Xbox and PlayStation, I do believe, and PC.
Yeah, it's Steam. Dang. Well, maybe we'll check that one out, dude.
It's cool. Let me know. I'll play.
All right.
I play all the time.
Yeah, dude. I just love. I get jealous of people who have a main game. Like I've always wanted one, to be honest.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, being in that clan too. Like we play against people play against other teams from like Germany and Spain and South America, and we have competitions and stuff. That's pretty fun.
That's the thing about some of those, like, I don't want to smaller games though, is that if they have a decent community, they can still thrive. And like, you know what I mean? Like, especially if like Tarkov is kind of like that. Tarkov blew up a little bit.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like some of those games, they can stick around for a long time, and you'd be like, I've never even heard of this game, and it's been out for fucking 10 years, kind of a thing. Like,
And then they
crazy.
keep talking about that they're bringing in, like, they brought it. So basically, there's 3 factions in it now. There's the Americans and Russians and Germans, and they're going to bring in the British, and they're also going to be bringing the Pacific too. But they're doing night maps is the next thing that comes out in it, so that should be fun.
Dude, the battle has commenced. I feel like we need to listen to this. This synth is nice. Chat, this is Galaxy Jams. This is from the Kiko Saves the Day called The Battle Has Commenced Fight. And it sounds like a jammy jam. Let's crank it. Let me turn it up a little bit.
I'm not hearing it.
Yeah, it's over on my Mac.
Ah,
Yeah, you are not hearing this. I could have played it here, I guess. Ooh, a little the sub bass, a little wobbly.
yeah.
I love synthesizers.
That's actually one of my bass pedals too.
Is it? The wobble?
Yeah, the wobbly. Some of that is. It's a Future Impact.
Yeah, this is a jam.
Some of it could be Nate too, and also Kai, because Nate uses a lot of effects on his guitar. Sometimes it sounds like keyboards.
Do you have a Mooger Fooger bass pedal? You ever heard of that one?
Yeah, I have a Moog, but I don't have a Mooger Fooger.
Dude, I love the sound of this shit. This is that late night fucking glow stick party shit too, dude.
Oh yeah. That's the thing too, is we try to kind of.
You guys have a little bit of all of it. I'm not gonna lie. Like you can do the daytime show and you can do the nighttime show. Okay, the fight needed to be a little longer, maybe. That's just me.
It was a short little section.
That was a short little fight. Maybe a little.
I think Kiko saves the day. Switched up.
Dude, that's nice, San. I like it. But yeah, the Mooger Fooger. So whenever I was running sound, bass players would always have this fucking certain sound. It was just, I don't know. I'd get a little bit of a chub probably. Like, it was just the fucking bass sound for me. And I was like, dude, these got the sound and I love this band now, right? And every time it was the Mooger Fooger pedal that they had. That just, I don't know, it had some sort of sound on it that I loved.
Yeah, they were pretty crazy. I have the Moog. It's like an older version of that. And I like playing with that a lot too. I don't have it hooked up in here yet, but I need to bring some more in. We're lax on space, so we have tiny little room that we're in.
We also agreed that the fight should have been longer, but that's just how long we played it in the moment.
Right.
I mean, that's awesome. That's cool. I respect that. I feel like
again, we're just making it up, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't know that we're
playing.
But
that is so. So what about
all of us just afterwards, just figuring it out? Like, we can call it
so
that.
like later on when you're listening, like, so this is kind of like the catch though. Is like everything is just gonna be kind of improv'd. But sometimes you might listen to something and be like, this is fucking fire. Like, are you ever going to, like, do more of, like, a produced album on some jams from?
I'm sure we will.
Take some shit from Kiko and take some shit from Taurus? Or what? I don't know. I'm sorry if I got it wrong.
Yeah,
Fathoms,
sure
you know?
We're probably going to go that point at some point. I mean, really, right now, we're just trying to develop the channel and everything.
Yeah.
So, but, you know, it's definitely been talked about to do stuff like that. And definitely. And there's even sections where, like a lot of times during the after party, we'll sing stuff over things, right? And like Nate and I and Kyle will like be harmonizing and having fun with it and like making ourselves laugh and stuff. But actually, it sounds really cool. So we're always like recording it with a phone to go back and do something like that later. Like, let's just take that part of the song. Let's come up with a song with that. But you know, that takes so much time with everything else that we're doing right now. Right now, we're just kind of trying to concentrate on the show and trying to make it big and trying to get more people following us and subscribing to us and everything like that. So,
it's so tough, dude. But all you guys,
doing it all, you know?
all you can do is just keep doing your shit. Keep doing it.
I'm sure, like the next time we take a little season break, maybe that's something we're going to do. You know, we've also talked about introducing a couple covers, but jam out the covers in our own way. So we picked a couple of songs. So probably this next month or so, you'll hear us playing some covers too.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that because I feel like playing covers is fun to do, and especially on stream, you know, not like being an improv band has got to be kind of tough. Like a jam band's got to be tough because let's be honest, not everybody likes it. You know what I mean? And so, but like if you splash in some covers people recognize, then like, you know, it might help. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like,
Yeah.
I think I would just have a hard time. If I was a jam band, I would have a hard time wanting to do covers, maybe.
Well, no, we love doing stuff like that. We you know, all of us have played covers, and Kai's in a straight up cover band, and Nate plays a lot of covers on the side, especially when he does his own acoustic stuff. Even, you know, I think it was like right before COVID, for that New Year's is the last time I actually played out was with Nate, and we did like a 90s cover band for that night. So no, we like playing covers and stuff like that. It's just, you know, taking the time. It's, again, all time. Taking the time to learn them and get them down the way we want to. And then what we're going to do with it is to play the cover and then at some point start jamming into it and then come back to it, you know.
Yeah, I love that.
15 minutes later.
So, I love teasers, too. And teasers and mashups and shit where you don't have to do the whole fucking song. Just give me the chorus and then jam.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And have some fun with it. Yeah, we're going to be doing stuff like that. And so we're going to be introducing that. And also, you know, we have Galaxy Dynamite songs. We have a lot that we were going to go into to record a whole entire album. And so we it's been so long since I've even played them. I'd have to learn how to play them again.
Right.
We have we have all the pieces for that, so we could definitely bring some of our own originals back into with some vocals and stuff like that. Because Nate's a great singer. Kai's an amazing singer. I'm decent.
Okay.
But I'm decent. I'm not amazing. But they're very good. So I'd like to bring some of that in there as well. And so we're always trying to figure that out. But it's kind of we're baby stepping it, and we know it's going to take a lot of time, and we're just going to keep at it and just keep going.
So do you fuck with NFTs? Like with like seems like this is very NFTable.
Right? No, I don't. I don't really understand them.
Okay. I kind of coined it like a little bit, dude. All I know is that you could take like, your improv songs or like this whole like this Kiko, and somebody could own it NFT style.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. I have to look into it. You got to teach me.
You need to do your own research on it. I just know that musicians, it's a thing, and I was just wondering if you guys were into it or not. I don't know. Nate and Mike, are you guys in chat? Do you guys know about NFT music, and would you fuck with it or not? Because this seems like you're creating so much stuff. I like the idea of selling the $7 copies on Bandcamp.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna try. We have them on there. We've also thought about, as like a subscription, we'll put all the stuff in the back there, so you get allowed into the back area of it to hear the music before it comes out anywhere. So that could be something as well, and download it if you want.
And they also have these websites, and I've never did it because I never thought that I had like you guys. I feel like would be in a good spot to do it, but like. What do they call like a Patreons? They have
Patreon, yeah.
You know about these websites to where you get exclusive content. Your mega fans would get exclusive content for subscribing to you for like $20 a month or something like that. But that's when you would get shirts mailed to your house or like stickers and like that kind of cool shit.
Definitely looking into that. We have a Patreon set up, but we haven't made the tiers yet because we're like, what are we going to give people? How are we going to handle this? Who's going to sell the shirt?
Okay, yeah.
But you know what? On Stream Elements, they have a fulfillment thing like that too. So that's definitely something we're going to be looking at doing.
Mike says he loves NFTs. Nice fit tomboys. I like it. Yeah, NFTs are non-flushable turds. Non-flushable turds is what an NFT stands for. No, I just know some people that have gotten into it, and I think that it is... I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the NFT space or whatever, just because I'm not that knowledgeable in it. I don't fuck with it. I don't have money like that to really fuck with it. But if I was a creator, an illustrator, a graphic artist, I feel like you should be an NFT, or at least, or would be knowledgeable about it. But you know what I mean? I don't know, because
I just haven't taken the time to look at it. I've read about a little bit about NFTs and things like that.
You'd be a gajillionaire, and maybe, What if?
I don't think I can wrap my mind around okay, well, you got a digital copy of it,
right? It's like it's like I think
it could be. I'm so used to physical poster media and stuff.
That's
that
not what
hang it on
they
my
don't.
wall,
I don't think that people actually want it. They want to resell it for more than they paid for it. They want to flip it. They want to flip They want to flip your album.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The first guy's going to buy it for like a couple thousand, and then the next guy's going to sell it for a couple $1,200. You know what I mean? And they're just going to keep flipping your music.
Well,
I think that's kind of how NFTs work.
I'll have to...
But with Bitcoins and not thousands.
You've inspired me.
Dude, and you're a graphic artist, dude. You can make all kinds of silly shit and put it up there, dude.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've seen some of the stuff that people...
Some of it's trash, bro.
I'm just like, I know I could do... it's time, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that.
It's time. It's like, where do I put my focus?
I feel that. Yeah, that's so hard, dude. The NFT flip is a whole game. It is. If I was a creator like some of you guys, man, I would probably dabble. You know what I mean? I just don't have anything to NFT. I mean, what am I going to NFT my fucking Twitch VODs or something? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I guess I could make some cringe art and see if it accidentally sells. I don't know.
Yeah, get a computer program and start messing with it.
I have done it a little bit. We've done some charity streams to where there's a website I go to and I just do a mouse drawings. And
Oh,
the
okay.
last time we raised like $120 off of my drawings, dude. I drew some stupid, silly shit. I could pull it up. I forget what it's called.
Yeah, pull it
Sketchpad.
up and load us good.
Sketchpad, I think is what the name of the site's called. Yeah. Wait till you see, dude. Oh, here it is. Somebody paid $20 for me to draw this for them, dude.
That's hilarious.
Right? See, do you think
Like-
an NFT though? So basically, charity streams, the homies are being very generous and going, Ox, draw me a hot dog with its brains blown out. And I'm like, okay,
Okay.
for charity. Now, I think
funny.
maybe, just maybe, the NFT world's like that too, where they don't actually care about your unicorn drawing. It's just the fact that
There you go.
it's just the fact that it will resell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they don't care
people,
about your
you know,
pickle.
That's a jam. He's going to town, man. He's getting ready. Is he getting ready to dance?
Yay, dude.
Getting ready to break dance?
So it was like $20 for 20 minutes. I'll draw you whatever you want. And Bunchy, I drew this for Bunchy. He wanted a pickle, and I threw some
Nice.
extras on it.
Yeah, he's got a gold chain.
Yeah,
Got some tunes.
yeah, dude.
That's pretty sweet.
So yeah, that's a whole other thing too. That's on Twitch is I mean like charity streams and like subathons. You guys ever thought about maybe that, where you guys do like the most epic, longest jam on Twitch, like a record or some shit,
Like, yeah, we just can't stop. We're gonna play for
24-hour jam stream or some shit. Is it possible? Because listen.
know if it's physically
Here's why
possible.
it is
I mean, we
possible.
could.
Yeah, because you could literally stop the bass, put it on a loop,
Right.
and then go outside and eat
yeah.
your dinner, smoke your cigarette, whatever. You
could do that.
and then you just show up, and now it's Mike's turn to come back.
I think now you've gotten us all in trouble. I think we're gonna do something like that now.
A
I don't know, I can't
24-hour
see them, so
jam.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna say we should try to do that at some point.
I think you need to do that. And it's a great way to kind of just like, one, you're going to build mad content for new albums. You can just
Right.
chop it up into 6 different EPs probably. And then
Even
more.
we get 4 per
3 hours.
show.
Okay. And then the longevity of being on for that long, people might rage you and just like you might show up into like recommended channels. It'd be worth it,
Right.
dude. It'd be worth it. And you could turn some sort of subathon into it too. Like after every 5 subs, something crazy happens in the stream.
That'd be great.
I got ideas, man. I love Twitch streaming.
Talk with you.
Yeah.
I love. We've gotten into it, and I absolutely love doing it. I think it's great, and I you know I noticed that they have those channels now. It's like just talking, just chat.
Just chatting. That's
Right.
dude, honestly, that's what I'm trying to make this stream, turning this stream into. So there's on Twitch, there's like video gamers.
That's where it kind of started with, right? Just
Yeah.
started with video games.
Yeah, now it's like when for my stream, I used to do that, or like, and I'm trying to just like evolve a little bit past it, and I'm starting to think of like my channel as like each night I'm putting on a show. I never really thought of it like that before. Now I'm putting on a show every night, you know, and I'm thinking of my
Right.
channel as a show.
That's how we
ins-
look at our channel.
instead of just like a dude playing video games. And that's kind of helped me out a little bit and start to think of myself more of a content creator instead of just like a dude that plays video games on Twitch. You know what I mean?
Well, I watched you put together a model one night.
Yeah, different shit. Different shit instead of just always playing games, you know?
Right. It's
Okay.
a variety. That's what it's about.
Ben Levin did that for charity. Ben Levin and Adam Neely made an album on Twitch for charity. That's pretty dope. I don't know. Wonder what the longest jam is, though. I wonder if anybody's done a 24-hour jam, like nonstop, like song. You know what I mean?
How would you find that out? Because if they haven't, we should.
We talked about that one festival me and my friends wanted to. You ever heard of the Rumpke Mountain Boys? They're a bluegrass band from Ohio. And they're notorious for being able to jam for like epic long amounts of like when at midnight when the festival shuts down, Rumpke's always around the fire pit and they jam until the sun comes up.
Wow.
Like,
Crazy.
yeah. And I feel like they just have the longevity. And one time I was like, somebody needs to have a Rumpke festival that just sees if they can break the world record for like longest campfire jam or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Why not? You know, you're doing it kind of anyway. I know the longest thing I've ever seen was when I saw Fish at the Everglades.
I
show.
love
The
Fish.
Big Cypress. Big Cypress.
I'm so jealous of
So-
all the homies that were at Madison Square Garden last week, man. This
Oh,
weekend.
yeah. Big Cypress was crazy because they played so much. Like we got there on I think it was a Wednesday. They played on Thursday for like 4 hours, and then they played on Friday for about 3.5 hours. And then they were like, meet us back here at midnight for New Year's, and we're gonna play from midnight until the sun comes up. And they did.
That's dope. Yeah, I've
They
always wanted to
play
go to one of those
so
fish
much.
festivals. I never did. Like Matt on any of the balls, Magna Ball
yeah.
and
Amazing, yeah, they're great.
rest in peace Curve Ball. Did you hear about that one? You know about that one?
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Everybody got curve balled. The National played a non-stop art installation where they played the longest time ever per Guinness Book of World Records. Was it 24 hours? Somebody had to have done a 24-hour jam
I don't know.
by now.
Maybe.
You would
I'm
think.
gonna find out. It's something I gotta find out now.
But I don't know who's done it on Twitch is the thing. Like, I don't know. So,
Sure.
so last week I was talking with Solus when he was on the stream, and he's a little bit younger, and he. Well, first of all, the reason I had to show him some Outcast videos because he wasn't really familiar with Outcast and Big Boy,
Right.
so I showed him some
Right,
Outcast videos, and then we started talking about Spotify, the Spotify days, or not Spotify. I'm sorry, LimeWire.
Oh,
LimeWire and burning CDs back in the day.
Napster.
Were you into that shit?
For a little bit. I was so worried about my computer, right? Because a lot of times when you would do it, you just get completely virus ridden.
Yeah.
But like I used to go to this site called Pirate Bay. I
Oh,
don't know
dude,
if
Pirate
you've
Bay
heard.
was so good.
It was good and it had everything. And
Well-
that's where I lived on that site.
But the
for
trolls,
years.
it was tough because you would download an album. Say you would download like a Sublime album or some shit.
Right.
I felt like there was a lot of like botched MP3s in those albums where people would like put different sound effects and like weird shit on top. Like,
Right.
I hate Pirate Bay was kind of sus. Like, I got my
Yeah.
best quality music from LimeWire.
Yeah.
And I
you
risked my
definitely would get
parents'
better quality
computer, not
music on
mine.
it, yeah. Get to risk the family computer, right?
Yeah.
No, who cares? Not mine.
Oh yeah, we gave it several diseases and viruses.
It was just all over.
It was
What a dirty-
also it was
what a dirty little
so
computer.
you were around for those days then. Good dude. Let's
Yeah,
fucking
absolutely.
talk about this dude. ICQ. You remember ICQ and AOL, Instant Messenger? Those
Oh,
days
yeah.
were so fucking good, dude. And Napster.
Oh yeah. Well, nobody knew what they were doing, and everybody was just being weird on it.
Yes.
It was weird. It was like there was kind of no rules in a way.
Did you
But,
have like a CD burning hustle? Because I did.
I didn't have a hustle. It was all just basically for myself.
Okay.
I still have
private
my.
collection.
I spent the money on like a Harman Kardon CD burner, which was like
Oh.
top of the line. It was like amazing quality, and at the time as fast as you could probably get. But I never got into like the tower of duplicating. I never got into that.
Yeah, I remember because I was. I thought about buying one of those for the DVD burner days because I was doing a lot of like video production shit.
Right.
I was actually doing a lot of like wedding videos and stuff, and I was like, man, it'd be cool if I could burn fucking 10 DVDs right now instead of. Because you remember how long it would take to burn a DVD?
It would take forever, but the thing is those things cost like so much money back then.
Dude, I know.
Ridiculous.
It was so stupid.
It's like that Harman Kardon CD burner was like $500. No, it was $700.
Yeah. No, this was like
crazy.
I had a little bit of like a freelance video web develop like company, and I was like, it's worth it to spend the grand or two or whatever it was like to buy this fucking thing.
Right.
Dude, I was doing video like before like HD. I had this website called Festivision, and I would go around to music festivals, and it was on the little mini DV cams, and I had this big fucking like Canon camera, right?
Nice.
And I would go and I would hit up festivals. This was my shtick. I would email festivals, or I would meet people at festivals that were throwing festivals,
Right.
and I would say, hey, I would just videotape all the bands at your fest, just like, and if I can get a soundboard patch, that'd be dope because it had like little RCA jacks in the back. And then I would go home. I would buy like 6 of these mini DVs, I would film like 10 of the bands at the festivals, right? And I'd go home and I would edit for like 2 weeks on an old ass fucking like computer, right?
It took forever.
Dude.
It took forever to edit.
Oh.
It was crazy hard too.
Dude, my computer, I had to have like 30, this is like on a Windows, because now I do all my editing on a Mac. Like on a Windows, dude, you did like 32 gigs of RAM just to fucking render any of these kind of like videos,
Absolutely.
dude. It's insane.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I kind of slowly started to turn it into like doing different kinds of videos. I was doing a lot of like videos around locally and wedding videos and shit. Anyway, I was thinking about like trying to do like a whole business. I said, fuck it. It was too much work, dude. It was like, I wanted to just work for one person instead of 50 people.
Well, I mean, the other thing too is sometimes when, you know, the pressure of doing somebody's wedding or, you know, just being able to get exactly what you need.
Dude.
It's because the moment's over.
It's annoying.
When it happens. So
well, you want to know how I stopped? It was there was this lady's like niece sang this song, 3 songs in the wedding, and she was the world's shittiest fucking singer, and I had to edit that thing for so many hours, and I was like, fuck this. This is not worth it. I was like, this is not what I want to do with my shit. Like, I'm done.
Well, you know,
that was the last wedding I ever did.
It's just that kind of hustle where you're trying to get people to
it's
so
cringy.
to the moment.
I didn't have a passion in it.
Yeah, and also they're very hard to deal with sometimes too. You know, because you know, I say it a lot. Like, you know, a lot of people are like, everybody thinks they're like a videographer or a designer or a photographer, right? But nobody goes into the doctor's like, no, I think you should set my arm when I broke it in compound fracture. You should set it like this instead.
yeah.
You know, they feel like they understand it to be able to tell you how to do things.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I've been doing this for years.
And with the wedding, people have so much, like, you know, like they're spending a shitload of money on it anyway. And it's like, it happens in that moment. And if you don't, it wasn't, I never really had a problem with not getting the shots or like the videos not turning out right. But it was just like,
it's the pressure of doing it though. It's kind of like making sure you're in the right place, or you know, people are, you know, you get, especially with weddings, you get to the end of the wedding or something like that, and everybody's like wasted. You know, trying to corral people to get something that they want to do. It's just, I don't know. It's just, you kind of got to be really good with doing that. And enjoy doing that.
You got to lug to do it. Otherwise, it's.
But after like so many times, it gets kind of monotonous. And
okay, so Nate says. Oh, I thought he said it was only 6 hours long. Okay, as of 2019, Guinness World Records states that the longest official release song, The Rise and Fall of Bossa Nova, 13 hours. Think you could beat a 13-hour song?
We could try.
You got to try.
I mean, especially with looping and stuff like that, and kind of like, you know, just kind of letting it free flow and be what it is. And
I got to tell you,
rush it.
I've done 15-hour streams. I've done 15-hour streams, and it is miserable.
Well, just doing the 3-hour one at the end of the 3-hour one. Sometimes, you know, everybody's into it. Sometimes it's taxing. I can say that, but
so there's a little trick to it. But I feel like playing music would be a little bit easier than like, so like if I'm gonna do like a 15-hour stream, like you're playing one video game for 15 hours would be impossible. I couldn't do it. For me, I don't like a video game that much, so like I got to break it up into a bunch of games. But like playing music with your homies in a fucking jam house is a hack, dude. I feel like you can do it.
Right. I think, you know, with the right amount of substances and everything, I think it might.
Yeah, I feel like you guys could do it. You know, get enough cheeseburgers over there.
you know.
Hell yeah.
No, like, you know, just I think we could do it. I mean, I think that we could try. I mean, why not? The hardest thing to do is try to get us together for 13 hours.
Yeah. Well, you guys would want to punch each other?
We'd have to be like, no. It's more of you know, this person has a show over here, and Nate plays in like 550 bands.
Yeah.
And so he always has something going on.
Yeah.
And, you know, and other people, you know, like Kai has like, I don't know how many different things he's like teaches so many different things. It's crazy.
Dude, it's the Galaxy Slumber Party. Galaxy Slumber Party. 15-hour jam. Everybody wears onesies. Come on, dude.
Let's do a Galaxy JAMS weekend.
Exactly. 15-hour jam.
We could take the stream somewhere else, like a mountain cabin, so it gives us a whole new fresh aspect.
That could be kind of fun. I live in a place like that. I live at like a ski resort in a lake in Maryland.
Nice.
And it's like they have tons of really nice fucking like mansions on the lake, dude. And
Right.
the band Litz, have you ever heard of them? You know Litz?
Yeah.
So those guys did that one summer. I don't know what season it was, but they rented out one of the houses here, and they turned it. They recorded an album there. They rented it out for a week, right?
That'd be great to do.
Here's what they did: is they had the downstairs was all the homies and the friends, and they had like one speaker PA down in the basement, all the way down the steps, and the band took the whole like main floor of the house upstairs, and they turned that into the recording studio, right? And so all the homies were just downstairs partying, while the band was upstairs fucking just chopping out tracks.
Yeah.
And then they had a mixing guy there, and then the one guy that was in the band is like their synthesizer guy, Will. I don't know if you know him,
Right.
but
No, I don't know him personally.
but like
I know who you're talking
he's
about.
like a producer too. So like they had all the fucking homies there that like knew how to put together shit. It was great, dude. It was fun to watch them. I learned a lot, dude.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing to do. We've always talked about wanting to do something like that. We never have done it to go and do that. Actually, though, when we were going to record before COVID hit, it was actually at this guy's house. It was like using the whole house, which would have been fun to do. So we were looking forward to that. Just didn't work out.
I don't remember Papadosio did that a bunch of years ago too, or they like had a cabin in the woods and made an album just like in a week. I feel like that's the way to do it.
Oh yeah, man, that would be
Everybody,
so much fun.
Yeah, everybody get
So much
loose
fun.
and get in the right mental state and just go to
Nowhere else
fucking
to go.
town.
And the thing is, there's
No
nowhere
pressure,
else to go.
no
You don't have
stress.
a home to
Yeah.
go to. You don't have anybody. You don't have any obligations except to do that. And so it's just kind of just laying your stuff down. You don't feel you have like all the time in the world in a way. I mean,
Yeah, if you can get done all of your like priorities before that week and make sure that you
Right.
can go into that week with a clear and like
Yeah.
mental like you're good to go. Don't have any shit to stress about. You could. I feel like that's the way to make an album, bro.
I think so too. That'd be nice. I'd like to try it sometime. We'll see. Maybe we'll do that with some of our jams and do the whole song thing like you're talking about. Then like, oh wow, this is part of Javier Bardem.
Yeah, exactly. You just like you listen to part of this the jams that you guys already have, the hot stuff, and then just try to like bring it in and like mesh it all together for like one
Create a
epic
beginning, create an end, put that in the middle. Good to go.
All right, so we're getting kind of close to the end here. What I would like to do is let's watch some music together.
Yeah,
You do a little react. We did that on the last stream. Let's watch some Outkast. I wanted to show you the band Lettuce, and I want to show you another band called the Budos Band. We can watch Lettuce first. Let me turn this down, this up. Tell me if you got sound.
Yep, I can hear it. I like the graphics. That's cool.
It's kind of wild.
Welcome to Terrapin Care Station. We're Lettuce.
Dude, I love this band.
Oh yeah, they're great. A lot of fun.
I've seen them probably like 10 times.
Oh yeah, they're playing it. Nice.
Dude, I love horns.
Oh yeah.
Dude, what if you could do it in a grow factory like that? That would be sick.
That'd be so amazingly fun.
I got the chance to film these guys pretty exclusively at a venue called the Rex Theater in Pittsburgh. And they're all super cool dudes. All of them very fucking cool.
Oh yeah.
Even Adam. Dude, this is one of the best
Yeah.
drummers out there, dude.
Yeah, I've seen them I think 2 or 3 times.
I like this video style. They're just like panning to the left and it's just like more and more and more and more.
Yeah, horns are great, man. Horns always perfect touch and stuff.
Agree.
Especially this type of music.
If I had a band, they'd have to have a horn section or something imitating horns. That's why I love Lit so much, dude.
Oh yeah.
Austin
Yeah,
on that
was-
saxophone just kills.
When I first started listening to Lettuce, I always used listen to this guy Charlie Hunter, who would play with some sax guys too. Kind of the same kind of music, that kind of funky.
What
jam
was it called?
Charlie Hunter. I don't know if you've ever heard Charlie Hunter.
No, but I'll look it up. So I thought Lettuce had Eric Krasno in the band too, and I noticed he's not in this video. Am I wrong about that?
I do not know.
Maybe I've seen Lettuce and Soul Live together several times, so maybe I'm
Soul
just
Live, yeah.
maybe I'm just
Soul
thinking
Live,
Krasno sits in with them or
I've
something.
seen Soul Live a couple times. They're great. I thought he was part of. He's part of it. Yes. Sometimes I think they kind of have rotating members sometimes.
Yeah, especially I like that idea, especially with like horn, like a horn section, or like like bringing in Eric Krasno. So like the band's nasty without Krasno, and then if they bring Krasno in, it's just like an extra bonus. Like, this guitar solo is a little Santana-ish.
Yeah, it has that kind of Caribbean feel to it, also in a way, but definitely Santana. The bass is kicking. I love that.
There's Santana.
Yeah.
It's fire.
Oh yeah.
We got the stank face.
It's uncontrollable. Stank face.
Is it like the brown note?
It's a little bit different. It's
Well, it's like
it was who was it? Trey Anastasio said that when you get to that part of like a jam and stuff like that, it's like you're coming all over the audience.
it's like it's just the orgasm. It's like oh.
It's the O face.
Dude, it's Santana, right?
Oh yeah, definitely has that sound. Even the sound of the guitar sounds like.
See, bass player's he's not quite jizzing.
He's just holding it down. Here he goes.
Here we
I
go.
think he was getting ready to do something.
Bop, 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 bop. It's so tight, dude.
Oh yeah.
Lettuce, dude. You've seen him a couple
That sounds
times?
So great. I have, and I remember the first time I ever heard them. I had, I think it was something. It could have been. I don't know if it was something I downloaded illegally or if it was a tape I traded or something. I think it was like Lettuce in like Tokyo and like.
So there used to be.
know
So
what
the
it
best
was.
place to get like jam band shit was Archive for a while, but then there was
Yeah,
another
yeah.
one too, E-Tree. Do you remember that website?
I never went to E-Tree. I had a group of friends that everybody was like into all these different kinds of jam bands and would actually trade tapes. like
Yeah,
and
the
CDs
fish tapes.
and
I've seen
and
I've
yeah.
seen the collections of fish tapes before.
Yeah.
I've had them offered
Yeah.
to me. I'm like, no, I'm not. I don't need that.
yeah, and burn CDs and mix CD. Like, oh, you want this show? I'll trade you for that show. Like, I did a lot of that with people. And like when I would go see Fish or
Mhm.
go see other bands, I would take some of my CDs. I'd burn CDs and take
Of your
some
band?
shows with me. Not of my band, of like Fish shows,
Just
or,
whatever.
whatever, like Jazz Mandolin Project show.
Oh,
or,
nice.
Soul Live or whoever like that, right? Or Charlie Hunter, who I mentioned, and because I'd had all these
Putting that
bootleg
on.
stuff, right, and tapers and stuff like that. I go up and talk to, and so I would trade them for stuff they had on them at shows, and that was back in the day.
That's a dope idea, dude.
Yeah, it was fun.
So it was like
so-
we kind of did the same thing with a lot of my jam band friends that I've met. Like they would go to festivals with me, but it was like the iPod. It was more like
Right.
I used to have like a hard drive, and I would an external hard drive that was just loaded with shit, and I would just they plug it into friends' laptops and just let them steal whatever, dude. They loved
Oh,
me
yeah.
forever for that shit.
I had that too. I remember I took my whole entire CD collection, which is huge, by the way, and I still have it because I can't part with it. But I remember it was right when like some of the larger hard drives came out, but they were like really expensive. They were like $400 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I still have my hard drive of all my stuff, all the stuff I have in CDs. Because I haven't bought CDs in so long, except for, occasionally here or there I'd buy
At
a
the
band
shows.
CD or something like that.
At the shows.
Yeah, at the shows.
Yeah, it's the way to support. Guys, if you go to
right.
concerts, if you go to like shows or whatever, fucking buy the
their merch.
CD. Buy the fucking CD, dude.
Buy the CD, please buy a T-shirt.
Please.
Whatever. Just
I mean, at least get a sticker. Get some shit off that fucking table. Come on. It's important.
But yeah, so so I would I had all my stuff on there, and so my friends did it too. But I remember it was like my friends would come over with their laptop and
mini
would
discs.
burn. Yeah, well, they had theirs, and we would just like share to each other's laptop of like, ooh, you have this, great.
Yeah, and just
I'm
drag
gonna give you
folders.
this. Ooh, have you heard this? And we would just like basically get really
Dude.
wasted and
I would
have
love to
listened
do that
parties.
with you guys. I would love to find
That's
one of
fun.
my old hard drives and come and hang out with you guys and just
Oh, yeah.
fucking swap folders all night long.
Oh,
Dude, there's so much
I
good
still
music.
have it. I still have all mine right sitting in the same hard
Nate
drive.
says, remember mini disc? I do remember mini disc.
yeah.
I never had one. One of my good friends had one, but I live at like a ski resort. And snowboarding, he was like the mini discs was the route before before you didn't want to take your expensive iPod. It was before iPods actually.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And the CD
And then-
players were so fucking huge, and the CDs would skip like trying to snowboard and shit.
Yeah. It was not good for doing movement.
Well, no, there was one brand. There was the CD player. There was like that bright ass yellow one that had that shock.
That was the Sony Discman.
Bro, that was the route. The one that had like the little latch on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
That was
about?
the one. That was the sports one. It was a Sony Discman, and it had
That's the one to
sports on
get.
it.
That's the one to get. Yeah.
It's still skipped too if you were really doing something. But
That would be a good graphic logo for you to fuck with for like one of your album covers. The old
that would
sport,
be.
the sports CD. Yeah, fuck with that.
nice. I like that.
Dude, Nate,
write
I see
that
you went to
down.
Lock-In. I'm jealous. I always wanted to go to Lock-In. The one that I wanted to go to was the year that I forget which Grateful Dead maybe it was Further. Was it Further there? It was one of the very first years of Lock-In that I wanted to go to. They did
What they had further there?
I can't remember which album they did in its entirety, but I don't remember now. It's been so many years. But man, I've always been jealous. I always wanted to go to Lock-In.
That would be fun.
All
I haven't been either. I know they have been. I have not.
right, let's check out Budo's band.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. You're going to like these dudes.
All right, Apollo, how's everybody feeling?
All right, I'm going to skip a little bit ahead. He's just introducing them for a while.
Right.
We're gonna let them. But are you ready?
Yeah, we ready.
The Budos!
A minute in. So I saw these guys at a festival called some kind of jam in Pennsylvania, Schuylkill, Pennsylvania. Dude, those guys put on I forget the name of their festival circuit. Anyway, this band showed up and I was like, oh my god, these guys are so sick. And I don't know what kind of saxophone this is, but it's like the bass sax.
Barry sax, I do
Woo! That gives it such a fucking awesome sound.
believe. Yeah. Pretty cool. Look at that guy.
Yeah, this is a bass player. What is he doing?
I think he's just like,
He's vibing, bro.
he's vibing. He's riding the light fantastic.
He's doing whatever he fucking wants, man. His band is groovy as fuck.
He's playing his like guitar flat forward, which is weird.
I've never seen that.
Never have I either.
You need to meme it one night just to see how it feels. What if it feels good, dude?
They could. Good. And he's just having he's having sex with it is what he's doing. Enjoying it.
I would like the No BS Brass Band. I'll check them out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's they are like this in a way.
Dude, this is sick. These guys melted me one night at a festival. I was like, oh.
It's a huge band.
Yeah, that's what I love about the brass bands. Like 15 members.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I hate to be the sound guy for a band like this though.
That would be hard.
Yeah, bass player's fucking. It's not even a bass. What is that?
No, that's a bass.
It looks like.
It's definitely a bass.
What is that guitar though? It's like the Gibson that every other.
It's like, yeah, it's like a Gibson version of the bass. It's only got 4 strings on it. I think that is the bass. It's hard to tell. I haven't really seen it close up yet.
Dude, he's
But,
just
yeah, it only has 4 in
vibing.
it.
There's no way they can get rid of that bass player.
Oh yeah, no,
He's a
he's
staple.
loving it.
He does that kind of shit.
That's just so weird, him holding the guitar like that.
Hold on, we gotta get a member check next time it zooms out.
Yeah, let's do it. I think it was like, I counted like at least 8.
Dude, there's like 2 hidden members up top too.
Oh, no doubt. Percussion player 9.
Bam. Okay, what do we got over here? We got, look at this camera guy though. He's got that whole little
Yeah.
thing. Okay, we got this guy. Is he playing just a cowbell? Hold up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
dude, that's crazy.
maybe he's his cousin or something.
Maybe. Okay, we got percussion.
6,
Yo,
8.
Austin, welcome to the stream. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 8 count. Keys. So this guy just plays like one straight
He's
key,
playing
like
guitar,
organ
yeah.
or something. This guy's got guitar,
Oh, back in there. Yeah, he's
bass,
a keyboard player.
2 horns only. All that horn sound is only these 2 motherfuckers.
That's because the Barry sax brings in that low end, and then he's got that trumpet that brings in the high end, and so they're harmonizing a lot. They're making a big sound.
Look at all these guitars this guy needs.
Yeah.
He's
Hey, different guitars for different sounds, man.
dude, these guys are awesome, man. I love these guys. I've never seen them at any other venues or whatever. I saw them the one time at Skoge, and I never think to look them up to see if they're playing near me or anything. But I listen to them all the time on Spotify.
What's the name of them again?
The Budos Band, Budos.
The Budos Band. I think I have heard of them now. Think about it. But I have not heard them. It was great. I like it a lot. They have a very like late 60s, early 70s
Yeah.
sound. Yeah.
That baritone sax.
Sick, man. Yeah. I have a friend of mine up in Fairfax, Virginia, actually. He's a very good Barry player. Bring him on the show. You know, Nate in our band plays sax as well. Nate Sax plays sax.
Nate Sax plays sax.
He's very good at it, too. He's
Yo, what
like
up, Servo?
a multi-instrumentalist.
Dude, I'll have to get the rest of the year. So the name of the show is Ox Plus One. So, I mean, as fun as it would be to have all you guys, it was fun to just have you tonight. We can
Hey,
get
I
all the
appreciate
other
it, man.
members later. You know what I mean? I told
I
Mike
appreciate
we'll get
it.
Mike on next time. We'll get Nate on sometime, you know?
We
So,
all can hang, and we're good at talking, and we're good
just
at,
chilling and suggestions.
hanging out, yeah.
I love it, dude. This has
Absolutely,
been an easy
absolutely.
hour of just hanging.
Definitely. This is a lot of fun, man. I appreciate it.
All right, let's spam links in chat. So anybody
okay.
who's lurking and chilling and watching the stream, go give these guys follow on their YouTube. Where do you want to follow?
Yeah.
Twitch?
Twitch, YouTube. We do have a Facebook fan club. That's where we release a lot of the band art and stuff before we ever release it out to anywhere else. It's called the Galaxy JAMS Fan Club.
Where's that at?
That's in Facebook.
Facebook world. I don't know if
Facebook world.
if Nate or anybody in my chat wants to post like slam links. You guys know all the links.
You know what? If we have a link tree, if you want to put that up.
Yeah, go ahead. Feel
I
free to
think it's
type it in
just,
chat.
I can't type in chat on here for some reason.
What?
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
All right. I'll look it up. Link tree.
Yeah.
What is it?
Linktree. Just look up Linktree at Galaxy Jams and you'll find it.
I know you guys are also on Twitter.
Yes, we're on Twitter. We're on Twitter.
They're on all of them. Here it is.
Yeah. Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. We're on TikTok, kind of. We have some kind of funny stuff on there.
So what
We
is
throw
up
every
with
once in a while.
TikTok, dude?
I don't know. It's crazy. You get a lot of views.
You guys
and
do?
Stuff.
You guys do?
Yeah. I mean, we have.
You guys kind of crush it.
I'm not gonna say we crush it, no. But we definitely, like I threw up a video in there, and like 2 or 3 days had like 1,700 views.
Oh, shit. I mean, it's like you might as well. Oh, cool. There's the Spotify link, you guys. Go check that out. Hell yeah.
Spotify. That's another
Hey,
one.
and
Follow
can
me.
all of us, can we play your music on our streams? Is it all like DMCA? Like, are we good?
Yeah, I do believe so. I guess, yeah. I don't see why not.
I mean, I played it tonight. I didn't think that I was going to get like my VODs muted or anything. You guys, do you know about that?
No, I don't.
Do you know about that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We have to every time we do a reaction video.
Yeah, on
we
YouTube.
have to every video we have to we just basically have a form and we throw it in there. So.
Yeah. So, but like on Twitch, if you play copyrighted music, it like mutes the VODs a little bit, right?
Right. Yeah. It will, but you can contest it just like YouTube.
So, but your music is completely DMCA free.
Yes.
Meaning
right
none of those copyright bots when they like
do not believe so. No,
scrape
I don't
my
know,
VOD, your music is not gonna set the triggers off.
It shouldn't. I mean, because except we're on Spotify now, and I'm not sure if that might have something.
Yeah,
because
Spotify might have some sort of stupid like embed bot or some shit.
Maybe I'm not.
Dude,
sure.
I think that's how that works. So basically, like, I don't know, name a big a music like Columbia or some shit like that.
Columbia, Warner Brothers.
So basically, they have bots that as soon as I hit the end of the stream, the bots kind of like will scan,
Right.
and then they go, "Oh shit, no, you played a Prince song," and then they like will mute that little section from my VOD.
Right. And then you can contest it, and then they'll release.
I wonder how many of those companies like have bots. Like, is it just a couple?
It's not all of them, but definitely most of your major people you play. Yeah. I mean, usually it's like Radiohead.
Yeah, those big guys.
Like,
I always get shit muted, but like if I'm always safe when I play the local homies. Whenever I play jam bands,
absolutely.
I'm safe.
Yeah, they don't care.
Dopapod doesn't set shit off. Docio doesn't set shit off.
No, we didn't have. I don't think we had a problem with like Disco Biscuits or Humphreys or anything like that, or even Goose. I think that it's been made just kind of like the major bands,
Yeah, as soon as I play Weezer, it's like doesn't like it.
Yeah. So they want their piece of the pie, but. The thing is that it depends on how you do it. So, like, if you're doing what we just did with reaction video, you just basically contest and say it's educational because we're talking about the music.
Well,
and you're not just playing it for people to like they can't record it, and they're gonna have your voice all over if they record it, So then
I've never had to go through that. The last week I uploaded the one with Outkast on it. And YouTube immediately said, cannot be played, cannot be viewed. And I was like, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know. I guess you can test it.
You can contest it, yeah. It's in the back end.
I just fucking deleted it and chopped that out and re-uploaded it.
You can do that too. You can do that too. But it
took an extra hour. Sucked.
Yeah, no, it takes like a matter of minutes to contest it, and then like maybe a week and a half later it will be fine.
So Nate's saying all your music's going to be registered on BMI. The long and short of it is that we would not come after you if you mute anything, and if especially if we're using your music. So I want to share your guys' music with all of my homies that stream.
Yeah.
And just so that like people, we're always looking for it's DMC. Like a lot of my streamer friends aren't in the know with like the music industry per se, like as well as you guys are or whatever, and people are always just scared that everything is gonna get fucking blocked, you know what I mean? And so if I can tell them that you guys are DMCA safe music to play on your streams, they're gonna fucking love it, dude. So I'll make sure to share for sure.
Share it out.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's dope, dude.
Absolutely.
That shit's crazy though with the whole DMCA thing, and I don't quite understand it because here's what I don't understand. Explain this to me. Like, why, if we can't play a Weezer song, why can we even stream a video game?
The video games want you to. It's like
okay. They for free advertisement. So me playing Escape from Tarkov is giving them like notoriety or giving them like stuff on content basically. But if I don't know. This is weird.
Well, because the other thing too is they're watching you. Okay, So when you're playing a video game, the person who is watching you play it isn't playing it, right? But when you just listen to music, the person's enjoying the music like if they paid for it. You get what I'm saying?
I
so
can see
the video
that.
games, and so that's the kind of the difference of it, I guess. Is the and also like the
I just don't feel like I own the rights to, even if I pay $60 for Skyrim, I don't feel like I own the rights to be streaming the video of it online, and especially be making money off of it. If I can't even play a Weezer song on the stream, why would I be able to play like Madden?
I don't know. I don't know.
I just don't get it. That's what I'm saying. That's why I just don't understand it.
It's a
weird.
long-standing thing, I mean, a long-standing thing with record companies and stuff, trying to make their money back on all the promotions that they've done and all the money they spent for the recordings. Because, the people, a lot of times in the contracts with musicians and stuff, they don't own, they're not the ones who pay for the recordings. I mean, there are bands that do. But when you get into the higher levels, the record company pays for the recordings. They own the recordings.
And they have these fancy bots that are out there scraping, and just EA Sports isn't.
Yeah. Well, technically, when a band plays at a bar, right?
Yeah.
And they play covers, technically the bar needs to have a BMI license.
I didn't ever understand that either. Why is it my responsibility as the bartender and not your responsibility as the band? Because you're the one making that choice, not me. You know what I mean?
It's a weird and it's a very, very, very hard to understand.
It's like I book you to come play and you decide to play 7 Beatles songs. Like that should be you should have that covered underneath your.
Well, who in the world knows that they're playing the 7 Beatles songs at Bob's backyard Bonanza Grill?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like who knows? Like is somebody out there is like there is a BMI guy walking around going to all these.
I don't. What is that about either? Like there, I think there is actually, dude.
I don't know. I don't think there is.
Like,
I know I've played covers before, and there's no way that the place that we played paid for it.
And the whole Spotify accounts, like the business versus the personal accounts and stuff. Like if you have a restaurant, you don't just have like a normal Spotify account. You got to get the business version.
Well, yeah. So that it's kind of like paying for a premium service in a way, because you're not really paying for the band that comes in and plays, Weezer.
Yeah.
Okay, you're paying a flat fee to have bands be able to play covers in your establishment.
Yeah, I don't. Why? That's
because it attracts people. Love covers.
Yeah, no. But I'm just saying, like it just like I think Nate
you sell more beer because they're playing covers. I don't,
Nate hit it. Nate, it's like it's all bullshit just for somebody to be making some money. Like you know what I mean?
Absolutely, is bullshit.
And then me and you get fucked on it because we're like you don't covered by BMI for a certain month and like can't be playing a fucking Beatles song or like have the wrong Spotify account playing in the establishment and like.
Well, who knows? Like that's the thing is like I don't see how they even know. But I guess they do sometimes.
They do.
I guess it's the threat of someone finding out is worth the price to pay.
So at the place that I worked at, we paid them. There was 3 of them. It was BMI, CSAC, and like another one. I forget what they're called, but
like
it was
ASCAP or something.
ASCAP. Yep.
Yeah.
And I think that you're right, man. I don't. Do they send out a person? Who knows? Is it just a threat? And if you don't pay them, who gives a shit? But if you do pay them, then at least you feel like you're on the
covered.
But they're like $600 or $700 a piece.
Yeah,
it was like $3,000 for you to be able to come play your Beatles song for us.
Right.
Kind of bullshit, man.
Well, yeah, I don't know if they know the exact song. I think the thing is, if somebody actually like did come in and somebody was doing that, and you didn't have the license, is when they would like take you to the cleaners. So, I guess in a way.
You have to pay to have a jukebox and play that music too. It has to do with the mechanical royalties for the songs.
Maybe
so
the
weird.
jukebox is covered because the
music industry
jukebox company. It's just bizarre, dude. That's why the whole thing with like back in the day, like Metallica, and
Napster,
and like Napster, and this whole thing, and Spotify, pays crappily. But even back in the day when like,
well, let's talk about that.
What was it? I think U2, they made the most per per album at this one point in time, and they were making like 25 cents an album or something like that.
I always am like the devil's and you might not like me for saying this, but like I always do the devil's advocate on the Spotify thing because people are like, Spotify doesn't pay dog shit, you know what I mean? And like, it's not, but like, I'm like, imagine if you made Spotify though. You know what I mean? Imagine if you are Spotify. Like, I am giving Galaxy Jams a great platform to play their music on. You know what I mean? It gives you the embed players. I put you in an algorithm with millions of other awesome bands, and like your searchability is there. Like, I give you a link to share to your social media. It's all free. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you don't have to put your music up there.
No, you don't. But in a way, you do have to pay to put it up there in a way, because we go through like a distributor who we pay to put our stuff up on Spotify. So, but it's not like it's not like we have an unlimited plan that we do, and I can't remember how much it is right now, but it's not like, I don't even think it's a monthly fee. I think it's like a one-time fee or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, so we do have to pay to put it up there. You can't just put your music up there. You can do it on YouTube though. I'll give you that.
Okay. All right, I just assumed that you could just start a Spotify account and
upload
it's
music. Not like that. You have to go through like DistroKid or something like that. Yeah.
Oh.
But then we're like, I mean, we're on Xbox Music Player and Apple Music. We're all in there too. Like,
you want that shit though.
Yeah.
They put you in the database, right?
But we just focus on Spotify because all of us use Spotify, and
dude, it's like, honestly, if you give me something else, I'm just like, I'm sorry, man. I use Spotify to listen to my music. Like, like the Bandcamp thing is cool. I like that. I like that I like kind of where you're at. Like, I think you're smart. Like, Spotify for the free, for just the quick. Everybody listens to Spotify. You're searchable. Boom. But the extras on Bandcamp, you can actually purchase it, support the band, get some extra shit.
Support the band. Yeah, I mean, that's, what we hope is that people will donate to us and people will help us like keep going, because like we're going to have goals and stuff. We're going to start doing that, try to upgrade our cameras and DSLRs, and then we want to put on a light show.
Yeah.
With that,
and that shit all costs money.
Subscribers. Yeah, like, so we have this thing where we can do this light show where it actually has like, stage lighting and stuff that we can hook up with like movable lights that we can set up to do and have subscribers be able to control it while we're playing.
That's dope.
So we're looking into that. We've talked with another Twitch streamer that has done it. And
did I tell you about that? Yeah, Lumia.
You told us about one of the things, and this other guy told us about something else.
What was that? What else were they using? What did he say? The other guy.
I can't remember. It was probably like 3 or 4 months ago. We wrote it down.
I just know that a couple of my homies, they do that. My buddy Options, my buddy Chevy Kid, they do that. It's they do it. Yeah, donate channel points and things. You can change the light colors and
change light colors, the scenes, and type in like water, and it looks like you're underwater. It's kind of crazy, which would be fun while we're playing. I mean, the lights are going off and going nuts. It'd be sweet.
Do you watch Nugs.net?
I do, yeah, we do.
It's like, I love the transitions. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I'm trying to think of like watching you guys. Do you guys have that, or is it's like all 4 cams?
It's all just cams.
Like, transitions in the future would be litty titty.
Oh yeah. We have plans. We have a lot of plans. So we have plans of going into this different space once we get more people watching us. We're gonna get into a bigger room. We're gonna have like a little lounge area and a green screen, and we're gonna be doing some crazy stuff. So,
dude, I can't wait. We have
lots
of
evolution. Lots of plans.
That's dope. Nate says, "Thanks for putting us on the spotlight and our music, dude. Hell yeah, man! This has been fun. I've had a blast chatting with you guys, getting to meet you better, EJ. And I just think overall this has been a super productive show. I'm gonna put it on YouTube. I think that we're at the great cutoff time, because otherwise it gets too long to be watching on YouTube. I might chop out a couple pieces, but yeah, man, it was a super fun time tonight.
Definitely, man. I really appreciate you having us on.
Definitely, and I want to get the rest of the homies on in the future too. So yeah, Nate, hit me up. Mike, hit me up, and we'll schedule a time and get some ideas and things to talk about. But yeah, everybody in my community, I'm gonna go check out these guys, man. Go follow them, go sub to their YouTube and all that stuff, and I'll make sure to post a bunch of shit in my Discord and make sure that people know that they can use your music on their streams, on Twitch streams, or in YouTube videos and shit like that. So
that'd be a lot of fun. I'd love to see that. Let us know if you do.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I think that was always like a cool thing to do is like if you make, I used to make like a lot of like snowboarding and skateboarding video edits for like the homies back in the day, and I would try to use like local bands. And when you
Right.
send it to the local band and they're like, dude, I never thought of my song being a skateboarding track, but that was cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I've had that happen to me and a couple of bands I've been in, where we've been in like surf videos and stuff like that. So
You're just like, I never thought of that as a surf song.
yeah, right. But it worked.
All right, chat. Well, I think that's going to be the end of the episode 2 of Aux Plus One. I really appreciate everybody hanging out in chat. Thank you so much, EJ, for hanging out in the stream tonight and telling us all the cool things. Dude, very knowledgeable dude. And I'd love to have you back. We'll do some more stuff, come up with some different ideas. But
Anytime.
Totally. All right, I think I'm going to end the stream, guys. And we're going to go raid out somebody so we can find somebody.